Yeah, you're right.
Good morning, Clinton College. Good morning, Clinton College. I am you first, Mrs. Clinton. My name is Patrice Barriers.
And I am the first Mr. Clinton. My name is Nigel Rogers.
We are both Clinton College's captains for the tribute. This morning, we would like to welcome the cabinet. We would like to welcome Dr. McCorn. We would like to thank Dr. Morgan for having everyone here and putting this together. This morning we just a good welcoming, good start to the week. I'm happy our guys decided to come to Clinton. It may not have been their first choice, but after a while you will enjoy it. It'll be part of your journey from here on out. So, I'd like to pass the mic to Ms. Ingram. Can I welcome y'all?
Good morning, Clinton College. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the home of the Golden Man. We're very excited to have you on here with us as a part of our family and a part of our beloved community. I heard Patricia, she said that Clinton may not have been the first choice, but I can assure you it was your best choice. Because you are now in a place of a beloved community. All these people that are here on the front line, we are here to support you. We are here to ensure your success. We're here to push you. We're here to encourage you. And we are here to celebrate you. Let me introduce myself. I'm here on Tribute Ingram. I'm the president for business services and the CFO here at Clinton. And I can surely tell you, this is an exciting time to be here. Y'all, we back outside, and we enjoying ourselves, and we're gonna have some good video. Come on, let's go, we back outside. We've been inside for 2 years, we've been at the pool for 2 years, so we're back together. And this is going to be tough this year, this semester. We have some great things planned for you all. We have some exciting times, so we have to make the best of it, and it's going to be the best year because you are here. So celebrate yourself for being here off the ground on the yard here at Clinton College, and we're going to start the best year of school history. So again, welcome to Clinton College, welcome to our beloved community, welcome to your new home, welcome to our Clinton College. Thank you.
Good morning, scholars. My name is Dr. Harriet Hobbs, and I am the Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness. And so, sorry about that. Good morning again. And so my name is Dr. Harriet Hobbs. Hey, scholars. And so I am the Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness, and I will be sending out surveys, course evaluations for you to complete so that we can hear about your experience and then use those results to make improvements. So welcome, and we're so glad you're here.
Good morning. All right. So I'm Brandon Brown. I'm the Vice President of Institutional Advancement, and I serve at the pleasure of the President and the Cabinet. And I'm the person that goes out and tries to get resources and scholarship dollars for you. So it's very important. Academic excellence is important. You do your part, we're going to do our part. As Vice President Ingram said, we're here to support you. We're here to make this process easier for you. And I'm excited to welcome you to Clinton College and looking forward to all your successes. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? Good, I hope. In the words of Dr. Ike, it is a great day to be a Golden Bear, correct? Yes, let me hear it. Again, my name is Dr. Tonice Randolph. I'm the Vice President of Academic Services, your academic dean. And I just want to take this time to let you all know that I appreciate you for choosing Clinton College. Let's give these students a hand, faculty and staff. So, I'm that person who's going to talk to you about your grades. I'm the person that's going to stay on you about your grades, because the most important part of your journey here at the college is what you do when you leave here. You have to ensure that the education that you're seeking is one that will take you on the journey once you leave this college, okay? You also have to understand that there will be trials and tribulations. There will be moments throughout this journey that you may not be comfortable with, but that's what I'm here for, as well as the faculty. If we have any faculty and staff from academic services, would you please stand? Let's give them all a hand. Again, as President McCorn states, that we should practice an environment where there's excellence. I just want to leave you all with what I like to say is excuses, which is what we will not use in academics. And excuses are tools of the incompetent and crutches for the weak, used by those to build monuments of nothingness, and those who use them seldom amount to anything. Thank you.
All right. Good morning. Oh, let's do better. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, that's right. I got to get in the picture here. And welcome to Clinton College. I'm Dr. Brown, Vice President of Student Success and Dean of Students. And I would like for our staff to stand, members of the Student Success team, if we have some of those, Mr. Bush, Dean back there, if y'all would. Yeah. And just what the name implies, we are here to help you be successful. We are here to help you be successful. People don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. So we want you to plan for your success. We are excited that you have chosen this institution. I think it was Miss Ingram that said this is the right choice. You definitely have made the right choice. We're all in on all your goals and endeavors, and we cannot wait for this year to get started. Anything that you need, please feel free to stop by our office over in the Beacon Academic Success Center, okay? Thank you and welcome to Clinton College. Go Bears.
Good morning. I am Jocelyn Biggs, and I serve as the Associate Vice President of Enrollment Management. So I'm happy to see everyone here this morning. I know you're probably tired of me sending emails and us making phone calls and things of that nature, but that's what we had to do to ensure that you were coming to Clinton College for the fall. So on that note, today is the day that your final high school transcripts were due. If you have not sent those to our office, please do so today. You can stop by the admissions office. We're located right here in the back of the library. I would also like to take this time for you to meet your admissions counselors and the Director of Admissions. Mr. Viticus Thomas, if you would please stand. He serves as Director of Admissions. Mr. Sean Lilly, who serves as an admissions counselor. So along with myself, Mr. Thomas and Mr. Lilly are responsible for getting you all here. We're happy that you're here. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to come by our office. Thank you.
Good morning, Golden Bear family. Welcome. My name is Cheryl McCullough. It is my pleasure to greet you on behalf of the Office of the President. I am the executive assistant to the president. It is my pleasure to serve each and every one of you, and thank you for being here.
Good morning, Golden Bears. Well, you all look good from where I'm standing. We are so excited. We have been looking forward to your arrival. We've been praying for you and pulling for you and calling you and getting on your last nerve, maybe your parents' last nerve, to make sure you all had the information you needed and that you could be here ready to learn and be a part of this community. I am Dr. Lester McCorn. I'm the 13th president of Clinton College, and it is my honor to officially welcome you to the campus for your new student orientation week. This ought to be a week that you will remember the rest of your lives. And I'm sure that many of the staff people can attest to this, that your first week on college, it was like drinking water from a fire hydrant. But you had so much excitement about the moment. You were finally leaving home, what you'd been working through all through high school, looking forward to. You finally were on campus and living as an adult. We'll talk some more about what adulting means, but we want you to enjoy these experiences that you're having on this campus. You'll have a chance to hear more from me later on. We're going to have a session at 11 o'clock with the First Lady and I, and we'll have an opportunity for you all to ask questions. But what I would like to do, I asked Dr. Brown for permission to do this, is for us to meet you all. So I'd like to ask you all to stand, give us your hometown, and if you know what your major is going to be, list your major. And I want you to start thinking about this every time you get in a place like this, either on campus or on campus. I want you to be ready to stand tall and strong and speak out loud and tell people your name, your hometown, your major. All right? This is what Golden Bears do, right? Your name, your hometown, your major. I'm going to save our student leaders for last. You all are going to go last. All right? So let me start right here. You ready? Stand and give me your name, hometown, and if you know what your major is.
My name is Gigi. My hometown, I'm from Philly. And my major, I'm doing this right now, but I was thinking about changing.
Check 1 2 1 2 1.
Thanks, Gigi. What's your last name, Gigi?
Coleman.
Coleman. Gigi Coleman. Welcome. Pass the mic.
My name is Katie Stansberger, and my hometown's actually Rock Hill, and I'm majoring in business.
All right, Katie.
My name is Amira Burnside. I'm from Baltimore, and I'm doing early childhood development.
Come on, B. Moore. Charm City in the house. All right.
My name's Emory. I'm from North Carolina. I'm doing early childhood.
Okay, what part of North Carolina are you from? What town? What town in North Carolina?
Charleston.
Charleston? That's South Carolina.
Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte. Gotcha. Okay, great. Thank you. I know we're putting you on the spot here. It'll be easy and natural for you soon. All right. Yes.
My name is Andrea Olson. I'm from Rock Hill, and I'm studying the science.
Andrea, oh, you from Rock Hill? All right, good. Welcome.
My name is Ayana, and well, this is not my hometown, but I'm from Indian Land, and I'm majoring in business.
Okay, great. Good to meet you.
My name is Kennedy. I'm from Monk's Corner, and my major is business administration.
Monk's Corner. All right, good. Good to meet you.
My name is Mackenzie Morgan. I'm from Orangeburg, South Carolina, and I'm studying biology.
All right, good. Welcome.
My name is Z. I'm from Orangeburg, and I'm studying nursing.
Did you say D?
Z.
Z. Okay, Z, what's your last name?
Sally.
All right, Z Sally. Good to meet you.
My name is Nadia Robinson. I'm from Durham, North Carolina, and I'm majoring in business.
All right.
My name is Lanaya. I'm from Memphis, and I major in business.
Oh, Lanaya, Memphis. Memphis, okay. Good to meet you.
My name is Vivian Gliss, and I'm from Vidor, Texas. I'm majoring in early childhood education.
Great. Good to meet you.
My name is Jamila, and I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm majoring in nursing.
All right, great. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad to meet these folks from Charleston and Monk's Corner. All right, this is wonderful.
I'm Jasmine Jenkins. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
Charleston is in the house.
I'm majoring in biology.
All right.
I'm Darius, and I'm probably gonna major in something in the business.
Okay,
So, yeah.
Darius, what's your last name?
Oh, McKnight.
McKnight.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
My name is Amani Washington. I came from Guam. I'm majoring in business administration.
Guam, you may get the award for traveling the furthest. All right, good to meet you.
My name's Love. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm majoring in business.
Love, what's your last name, Love?
Landon.
Landon, good to meet you.
All right. My name's Sierra Smith. I'm from
Sierra.
Florence, Kentucky, and right now I'm in business.
All right, Kentucky in the house.
My name is Kyra Woods. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I'm majoring in business.
Baton Rouge, good to meet you.
My name is Anthony Pearson. I'm gonna be majoring in business, and I'm from Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville.
My name's Tatiana Smith. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm majoring in business administration.
All right, good to meet you, Tatiana.
Well, my name is Gigi. I
Another
came down
Gigi.
here from, yeah,
What's your last name? I got to be able to distinguish the Gigi's.
Giorgetto.
Giorgetto.
It's not the same. But yeah, I came down here from Charlotte, and my major is biology.
Great, good to meet you.
My name is Jessica Lawson. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm majoring in biology.
All right, good to meet you.
My name is TJ Darling. I'm from Syracuse, New York, and I'm majoring in business.
Syracuse, all right, good to meet you.
My name is Desmond Williams. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm majoring in business.
All right, Kansas City.
My name is Jordan Davenport. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm majoring in business.
Chi-Town. Got a little bass in his voice too. I like that. Yeah, I got it.
My name is Deontay. I'm from San Antonio. I'm majoring in business.
All right, good to meet you. San Antonio.
My name is Damon Brown. I'm from Moncks Corner, South Carolina, and I'm majoring in business.
Moncks Corner. Did you know the other person from Moncks Corner? Do y'all know each other? All right, good.
My name is Michael Coxon. I'm from Goose Creek, South Carolina, and I'm majoring in business.
Goose Creek.
Yes, sir.
All right, welcome.
My name's Aaliyah Daly, and I'm majoring in sociology.
And where are you from?
Columbia, South Carolina.
Columbia, right down the road. All right, did we get all our freshmen or new students? Got them all? Let's come now to, yes, we're gonna get you. Pass that mic back there, please. Thank you. Name, hometown, and major if you know it.
My name is Beta, and majoring in nursing whenever it starts. And I'm from Haiti.
Haiti. Oh, wait a minute. You may come further. I'm going to have to do measurements between Guam and Haiti to see who came the furthest. Wow, we are so glad. Let's give it up for all of our new students from all over. As we pass the mic to our upperclassmen, I could be wrong, but this may be the most diverse new class we have ever had at Clinton College. Admissions team, y'all did the work. Y'all understood the assignment. Yeah, great job. Great job. All right, come on, Anna.
My name is Anna Kisor. I'm from North Carolina, and I'm majoring in business administration.
Thank you, Anna.
Hi, everyone. My name is Latasia White. I am from Irvington, New Jersey, and my major is biology.
All right, Latasia.
My name is Elijah Rogers. I am biology major, concentration aesthetics, and I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Patrice Barrios. This semester I'll be finishing my associates in early childhood, and then I'll switch over to business. And I'm from San Diego, California.
San Diego, all right, good. Okay, so we have another student? Oh, Mr. Corley didn't introduce himself, did he? Okay. Are those more students over there? Oh, what are y'all? I didn't see them. Yes, sir.
Hello, my name is Kai Still. I'm majoring in business, and I'm from Newark, New Jersey.
Newark.
My name is Tamara Johnson. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I'm
majoring in business administration and accounting.
Brooklyn.
I'm Tim Clanton. I'm a freshman here, and I'm majoring in business administration. Stonecrest, Georgia.
Stonecrest.
Hi, my name is Sierra Chamberlain. I'm majoring in biology and I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
Charleston.
My name is Zaria Walker. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina, and my major is business administration.
All right.
Let's go, Des. My name is Desmond Huntley. I'm from Wingate, North Carolina, and my early childhood development.
Okay. Great. All right, let's give them a hand. Mr. Corley, give us your hometown and major.
My name is Ray Corley. I'm Special Assistant to the President for Governmental Affairs. My hometown is Columbia, South Carolina, and I'm majoring in gerontology.
You got a PhD in that. All right. This is good. I think we got everybody. And as I mentioned, this is impressive. You all are from all over, which helps to make our community strong. There's strength in our diversity. And coming from different places and different backgrounds, this is what we prayed for this campus. And you all bring a wide range of gifts and talents, obviously your intellect, and we're just so glad to have you. You'll hear more from me later on, but please know that not only do I love my job, but the reason I love my job is because of you all. And I hope to have relationship with you. I try to be accessible, although you got to go through my gatekeeper, Ms. McCullough. but no, there are opportunities. Well, I'll just hang out on campus with you in the dining hall. I'm the biggest Golden Bear fan on campus, so I'll be at all the sporting events. And I'm so excited that we got volleyball coming. Where the volleyball players at? Where the volleyball players at? All right. So they're the newest part of the winning culture here. There's a lot of pressure on y'all. I know y'all heard what the men's team and the women's team in basketball did. So we expect nothing less, Coach Charleston. We expect nothing less from the women's volleyball team. All right, Dr. Brown, I guess I'm gonna turn this over to you now.
To say thank you to the cabinet. And I don't think we talked about what the cabinet does, but in general, our cabinet sets our policies and procedures. And we always make sure that everything we do starts with you. How does it affect our students? How will it make the school operate most efficiently? And so that's what we do. We love what we do. We're committed to the success of the school and committed to your success as well. Now we're getting ready to transition into one of the most fun events I always look forward to, and that is Examples of Black Excellence, which will feature our First Lady and Dr. McCorn, our president. So we'll have a little Q&A and get some wonderful words of wisdom. So that will start exactly at 11 o'clock, okay? So again, thank you for coming. Thank you to faculty and staff who came out. We appreciate it and hope you'll stick around for our next event. Give yourself a big round of applause. Y'all do. Y'all look outstanding. Students, you all can stay there. We're just going to change here so you can come and have a seat.
Everyone can take their seats. All right, so we're going to go into our second session, which is called Examples of Black Excellence. But before we jump into that session, I have a quick giveaway. Let me see who was paying attention this morning. So when Dr. McCorn stood up this morning, he said a number before he said his title of the college. Who can tell me what number president he is? 13. Okay, you got a gift. You got a gift. Tell me your name again. Tell me your name one more time. Tasha? Tatiana. Okay, Tatiana. All right, so we're going to jump into our next session. All right, so this next session is called Examples of Black Excellence, and we have the honor of having Dr. Lester McCorn and First Lady McCorn to shed some knowledge and some light and some insight just about what it is to be excellent, and as you guys matriculate here at Clinton, how that will impact you and your lives beyond Clinton as well. All right, so we're going to ask Dr. Brown to come forward, as she will serve as our moderator on this morning, and then we'll get started. Dr. Brown.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, this is one of my favorite parts of the orientation week because it's always so enlightening, and every time we do it, I learn something different, and I'm sure you all will too. So let's just start off with a little bit about our president and first lady. As you know, Dr. McCorn is the 13th president of Clinton College, but he is a native of Worcester, Massachusetts, an alumnus of Morehouse College, Yale Divinity School, Chicago Theological Seminary. He holds a Doctor of Ministry from United Theological Seminary and is currently a candidate for the Doctor of Philosophy in Ethical and Creative Leadership with a concentration in Martin Luther King Jr. Studies and Social Change at Union Institute and University in Cincinnati, Ohio. Yes, you all heard what I just said, right? And yes, we always try to figure out, does he have more than 24 hours in a day? Right? Because that's a lot to pack in, but he's doing it. That's part of being successful. Prior to assuming the position of college president, Dr. McCorn had a 31-year career as pastor in the Amy Zion Church, including serving in the major cities of Boston, Chicago, Atlanta, and Baltimore. President McCorn has too many awards to recite, but it is in all of our contracts to make sure that you do know he is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha. Dr. McCorn is married to Miss Charlene M. McCorn, and they are the proud parents of 3 children, William, Malika, and John Charles. Now, we all know, beside every successful man, there is a great, outstanding, beautiful woman, and that is our dynamic First Lady. That's right, that's right. Ms. Charlene McCorn is a native of Georgia and has an undergraduate degree in speech communications from Valdosta State and her master's degree in education from the University of New Haven. First Lady McCorn has been teaching for 26 years. Yes, that is worth a hand clap, teaching that long, 26 years. She's currently teaching in the Fort Mill School District, and she is considered a master teacher, and I can tell you that. She is a master at her craft. But not least is that the First Lady, and again, it's in my contract, so I have to say it, so I'm gonna swallow it, I'm gonna say it. She is a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. And it has already been stated by Dr. McCorn, really the purpose of putting this together is to provide you up close and personal examples of what success looks like. What does it look like? Because we can see it on TV, right? But that's from afar. We don't have those people's numbers, but these are examples that you can walk up to, introduce yourself. One of the things, if you didn't catch it, how impressive it is for a president to say, wait a minute, let's stop. Let me meet the students. He didn't have to do that, but he did, right? So you're talking about examples that are not only interested, they want to know your name, not just you know theirs, they want to know who you are. So that's why this day is also so important. I just want to start with a little bit about asking you guys, just a little bit, about how you all met. So I'm going to ask the Prez to go first. A little bit.
You should have let her go
I
first.
know it.
Well, we met 33 years ago. It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were just a baby, right?
I was. He brought the cradle,
But I mean, it wasn't anything, arranged or anything. We met in church. I guess the first time I met you was when I preached that year. So her pastor, who became a mentor of mine, invited me to come preach at her church, and her mama made sure she met me. Am I right about it? So we met in church, and our relationship really began in church. I'm a pastor, but she was a church musician and a choir director when we met. So that gave me my entree into a relationship with her. But that's how we met. You can add anything else you need to.
No, we did meet at church, and almost 33 years ago.
Yeah. Let's give it up for 33 years ago, right? Listen, that's part of success in itself, okay? Wonderful. All right. And I appreciate you sharing how you met in church. They didn't say they were swipe left, swipe right. Church. In church. Look, I want to start with the first lady on this one. Okay. The value of college. One of the things they have in common, if you notice when I was reading their bio, right? Not just one degree, right? Most of them have multiple degrees. So I want to start with the first lady about how important it is for you to have made this choice to be here right now. Okay? All right, first.
Okay. So as she said, I am a graduate of Valdosta State University in Valdosta, Georgia. And I also hold a Master's of Education degree from the University of New Haven. And I'm currently working on my principal certification in administration. And so one of the things that I recognize, even having taught for 26 years, is that there are still levels to this thing. What I want to do, go into administration, I can't do that without degrees. And so you got to have the paper so that you can be qualified, as they said. I've taught grades kindergarten and then 4th through 8th grade in 6 different states. And what I know is that all students are pretty much the same. They want to know that you care, they want to get an education, but administrators make a big difference in a school as they do in a college. And so everything starts from the head down. And so in order for me to make the difference that I want to make in our school, I need to be in a position as an administrator, as a leader, so that I can affect the thus degrees that have helped me along the way. I've met some phenomenal friends, my best friends, my line sisters, who I'm still very close with. I pledged AKA 36 years ago, Alpha Kappa Alpha, if you don't know what that AKA stands for.
Cut the mic.
And those people who I was friends with, those ladies are still my best friends. We call her my ace, number 1. I was number 2. We talk 3-4 times a week. And so the relationships that I made in college 36 years ago, I'm still friends. She's still my sister. We ride or die. We do everything together. We call each other. We converse with each other about school. She's also in education. She has her PhD, so she's encouraging me to go back to school. So we do that for each other. Had we not been at Valdosta State, we probably wouldn't have met. Our lives would never have intertwined. We never would have come across the same path. And so college allows you to do that. You are here to matriculate, but you also will meet people who will be in your lives literally for the rest of your lives. She's very close to our children. They call her Auntie Debbie, and her son is the same way. And so we have aunties and uncles. Our children have aunties and uncles who are not related to them simply because I went to college and I graduated and I pledged AKA and formed this beautiful sisterhood that probably only death will be able to separate. So that's one of the reasons I think college is important. And then again, so that you can get the paper, because that's what it is, and the credentials to do the things that you want to do as you move forward in life.
Great. And I would add to that. Really, I'm in total agreement, and I sum it up by talking about education as your ticket to success. It's something that no one can take from you, but it's also a vehicle to your destiny. Um, the education you have, obviously, you're going to have intellectual capital. You know, there's stuff that's going to be in your head that no one can take from you, but it also helps you to figure out the things of life that you have been uniquely called to do. And in case no one has told you this recently, there are things that will not get done in this world unless you do it. You are it. You're the ones we've been looking for. And so your education helps you to discover that and to apply the skills. Now, Clinton won't teach you everything you need to know about life, but it will give you the foundation that you'll need to acquire the rest of the skills and experiences. And as Mrs. McCorn has said, that one of the great benefits of education is it expands your network. None of us, certainly the cabinet and the staff, we can attest that none of us have gotten to where we are on our own. We all needed a network to help us get to where we're going. And part of your network is in this room right here. As you heard Mrs. McCorn say, I can say the same thing. I have an amazing network. I went to Morehouse College on a wing and a prayer. I literally had nothing when I went to college. My mother, I'm the first person in my family to go to college. I had a cousin around the same age who also was going at the same time. We were the first to go to college. My mother really couldn't help me and couldn't provide support. And so I struggled, but I had a community like you all are building right now, a community of peers and colleagues who encouraged me and supported me and gave me the desire to finish, right? That's the other thing. You got to put this pressure. Now, I don't subscribe to this, and you've probably heard this before. They said it to us when I was at Morehouse, look to your left and look to your right. Only one of you will be here when you graduate. I don't subscribe to that. Here's what I want to encourage you to do is to look to your left and to your right and make sure that the person seated next to you graduates with you.
That's right.
Make sure. Make sure, work together. So your education is more than, as we say in the hood, is more than book knowledge, right? Your education is a whole range of experiences that you will have here at Clinton College. So I know you understand it's important because you wouldn't be here, but I want to tell you how important it is to your life and to you becoming what God has called you to be. So please take your education seriously and take advantage of all the experiences you'll have here at Clinton College.
Thank you, thank you. Press talked about college being a vehicle to your destiny. So I want to ask, we'll go back to the First Lady, how do you find or determine what your purpose and passion is, right? How do we find that?
So that's an ongoing question. And that's something you think you know the answer to, and then it changes, and then it doesn't. But I was talking to Dr. Brown. I heard this quote the other day. Some of you may have heard of Chandler Moore. He's with Maverick City, and he sings and all this. And his quote was, "Your purpose doesn't change, your assignment does." And I was like, wow, that's powerful. Your purpose does not change, your assignment does. And so what is purpose? It's that thing that you do naturally. It's the thing that nobody has to encourage you to do. Nobody has to make you to do. It's just what you do. When I wake up, anywhere I go, people will say, you're a teacher. Because it's what I do. It is in my DNA. Whether it's driving a car or how to put food on the table, it doesn't matter. I find a way to teach because it's what I do. I can do it with my eyes closed. I can do it with the curriculum. I can do it without a curriculum. And it's not because I've been doing it for 26 years. I started teaching at a very young age. I started teaching Sunday school. My mom put me up, put a curriculum in front of me, and I started and it was just natural. Okay. So your purpose is, what do you think you were born to do? What have you been called to do? And you may not know what it is right now. And that's okay. But you're going you're on the path of discovering and finding out what your purpose is. So now, if you don't know, just what is the thing that I can do, that I do, that no one has to encourage me to do? What is that thing that I love to do more than anything? And then find your purpose within that arena, okay? And then let that drive everything else that you do. I love exercising. I teach that as well. So me being an educator isn't just confined to a classroom. My purpose is to teach wherever I am with whomever I'm with. So when I have knowledge, I share it. That's teaching. It's not in a classroom, but I'm still teaching. So I want you to open, as Dr. McCorn said, open your minds. It doesn't have to be just one thing, one way. Like, I know this is what I'm supposed to do. What are the many, many vehicles that I can use to do that thing? Okay? And then go from there.
Great, thank you. Chris?
And I would add to that, don't be comfortable with just discovering what your purpose is, but develop to be the best in what your purpose is. The difference between, I'm gonna use basketball analogies, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and others, they're great players, but they work really hard. I mean, if you ever seen Steph Curry's routine, you ever watch what he does in preparation for a game? That's over and over and over and over and over again. So what I want to encourage you to do is seek to be the best. You'll hear me say over and over again, good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. So when you discover that purpose, seek to be the best in that, right? Howard Thurman, who was a mentor to Martin Luther King, talked about what's called the sound of the genuine. And he said, what you should seek to do is to find what makes you come alive and go do it. So similar to what First Lady said, you know, what is it that makes you come alive and do it, but do it to the best of your ability.
Great, thank you. I know you all have heard this when it talks about, you know, when you find your passion, you will never work a day in your life. And ultimately, that is what you want, right? Waking up, wanting to go where you have to be, right? And so again, we thank you for those words. Let's talk about this. You talked about being the best. What are the habits, the things we have to do every day? What are some of the habits you feel like lead to success?
Some of the habits is study your craft. You know, I'm constantly reading about what is going on, pedagogy, what good teachers are doing. I have joined Facebook groups. I'm on Black Educators Rock. I talk to people who are where I am. I have mentors who are where I want to be. I have mentors in my classroom. I have mentors who are already in administration. And so we talk to them. So find those people who are doing the things that you want to do, link up with them, make it a habit to check in with them on a regular basis. Okay? And then be focused, stay focused. It is so easy in a world, and I teach fifth graders. Y'all pray my strength. I teach fifth graders, and their minds are always moving. They always want to get to the next thing, and they don't want to stop and perfect anything and be a master at anything because they just want to go and they want to keep doing it. But you got to put in the work, as Dr. McCorn said. Put in the work. Stop. Read. Read. Read it again. I'm a fifth grade teacher. I tell my students, when you play video games, do you play it one time and then stop? Not if you're trying to master it. You keep playing it over and over again. So the same thing with your matriculation, whatever it is that you want to do, you have to do it often, okay? That's a good habit and a good practice to get in. Again, being around people who are where you're supposed to be, touching bases with them, asking them questions, especially people who are older than you are. We know a little bit of something, okay? With my children, I say, I'm just the mama. You know, I know sometimes y'all think we don't know anything, but we really do, okay? We've been where you are, so we may not know everything, but make it a habit of asking questions for people who have been where you are, people who are going where you want to be, and then Do your own research. To be successful, you have to have that, that get up and go. Okay. In college, your parents are not here. They're not going to make you go to class. They're just not. Your teachers are going to make you go to class. So you have to have a habit of wanting to do that, wanting to, remembering your purpose, remembering to stay focused. Why are you here? Set good habits. If you need alarm, 2, 3 alarms, set those alarms so that you get in the habit of getting up. My husband will tell you, I've been up since about 4:30 this morning. I don't have an alarm. I just wake up. I'm in the habit of waking up because I've done it so frequently. So even though it's summer, my body is just, it's already doing it because I've been doing it more than 21 days. So it's in the habit of waking up, even when I try to force myself to go back. Okay? So form good habits, whatever those look like. And it may not be the same for everybody. You have to determine what it is that you need to do and then make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris?
And I would also add that find the people who are the best at what they do and find out how they do it, right? Role models. Find role models. Find mentors that you can get to personally, but also mentors that you may never ever meet. But if you can access their secrets, the lessons that they left behind, try to live up to those. And again, and First Lady is right. I mean, habits, discipline. You've got to have discipline, and it's not easy, especially at your age. And I know how it was. I mean, I struggled to be disciplined. What kept me going is I tried to keep my eyes on the prize, the goal that I was trying to get to, so that when I didn't feel like doing it, or when I got distracted, or I got tired and weary, I looked again at the goal. Remind me, I've got to do what I got to do. The other thing is balance. You need to have balance. So along with your discipline, you also need to take care of yourselves. Self-care is really important. And let me help you right now. It's just us in the room, okay? It's all right to ask for help. All right? Don't make yourself Superman and Superwoman and act like you can do it all by yourselves. We are under a great deal of stress in our society right now. And I don't think we've been honest about what COVID-19 has done to us. It has affected us, collectively as a community, as families, as individuals. We have some residuals. We have post-traumatic stress from this. And so as a student, don't be too hard on yourself when you feel like this is too much. Talk to somebody. You got a whole village right here who is willing to listen to you, to provide support to you. And I know these student leaders can tell you that we are family and you can talk to us. We may get on your nerves sometimes, but you need to know that we got your back. So that balance is really important. While you're grinding, also take care of yourself. Get some sleep. I know y'all want to party all night like a rock star, but get some sleep. You need that to be fresh, to be able to do what you need to do the next day for your classwork and all of that. You need rest. So make sure you get rest along with the hard work that you're going to put in.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Someone told me that you'll be good at what you spend most of your time doing. You'll be good at what you spend most of your time doing. So I hope you picked up those things about habits. President, you said something that leads us right into our next thing, is that it's not always going to be easy. And you just talked about what COVID did. During COVID, so many of us experienced some real challenges. Lost friends, loved ones. Some people lost parents, jobs. Your ability to, your finances may have changed during a lot to take in and change. So I want to transition a little bit now to talk about how do you remain successful in the midst of challenges? Because what we don't want to do is say, hey, I wasn't good because of such and such. We're not going to indulge in excuses, right? Excellence without excuse. So we're going to transition our thought process a little bit and find out how do we maintain that standard amidst challenge. So we'll start with the First Lady and then we'll go to press.
It's a work in progress. We're going to be honest about it. You know, some days I feel really successful and some days I don't. It's just that simple. Some days I feel like I can conquer the world, and then some days I don't want to get out of bed. I teach fifth grade, and I tell my fifth grade, some days I don't want to be with them. I don't. Some days I don't want to teach them. Some days because I have my own personal things that I'm going through. And then they bring their challenges to me, and they're whining and they're making excuses. And so some days we have to really work through it. We've all lost loved ones, you know, unexpectedly for various reasons. When I was in college, my aunt died, my grandmother died. I lost like 3 or 4 relatives my freshman, my sophomore year. My grades were reflective of that because I stayed in my room, I cried, and I didn't ask for help. And that's the truth. I didn't know I could ask for help, and I didn't know where to go. So you all are at an advantage where you do have resources and people who are available. My college was much, much bigger than Clinton, so I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. And my grades suffered quite a bit. You know, I now, at this age, at 56, I know that I was depressed. I didn't call it depression. I didn't know what it was. When we talk about that village, my village saved me. I joined the gospel choir. And I had friends in the choir who would come in my room and get me. And like, you need to get out of this bed. Something's not right. And then we would go to church, and then they would pray over me and pray for me. And that's really what saved me at that time. I didn't know that I needed them, but they knew that something wasn't right. So having that person beside you that's walking with you who can say, bruh, something ain't right. Sis, come on, let's go for a walk. Having I call them accountability partners. I talked to you about my best friend, Debbie. That was my accountability partner. Okay, so you need that because you're not going to feel successful every single day. You're just not. And that's okay. And you need to understand, like, that's okay too. My new phrase is, it's okay to not be okay. Stop pretending everything is all right, because it's not. That's life. But if we learn skills and we learn how to cope with it now, then it helps us in the long run. So I have started practice. I meditate every morning. I have apps on my phone. I have the I Am app. If you don't have it, download it. And it literally is just statement. I am statements. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am successful, whatever it is. And it comes up, and I said it for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, because sometimes that voice in your head is the enemy in me. You hear that? The enemy in me. Sometimes the enemy is in your head. That's the thing that's telling you can't succeed. It's not your ability. So what are you listening to? What are you reading? What are you looking at? So get that I Am app so that it can speak to you. It reads to you, and then say those things back on those days where you don't feel like you can make it. I have on our mirror, I put my I Am statements on my mirror so that when I go in the bathroom, every time I go, I see that statement. And even the times that I don't feel like it, I'm reading it. And then I read it and I speak it out loud. Start speaking that into your life, okay? It's not what people call you, it's what you answer to. It's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. So if I say I am strong, I am brilliant, I am resilient, I'm all that, and I tell myself enough times, then I'm going to believe it. Okay, so those are things for you. I don't know if I answered the question or not.
Absolutely.
Yeah, ditto to all of that. And really, Dr. Brown mentioned something that you must understand is that life is hard. It's hard. College is hard. Adulting is hard. You just need to accept that. But do you know how muscles are built? It's the resistance that creates a rupture. You know, a muscle is actually a rupture. It's a rupture of an existing muscle that then comes back stronger, more defined. So you all are the work in progress, right? You're going to have these ruptures and tears and disruptions in your life that are actually going to make you stronger. That's just your heads up. That's your heads up. And I'm not trying to scare you, because I know for some of us, there are things we wouldn't do if we knew what we were getting ready to get into, right? But life is like that, and you just need to embrace it, because it is going to make you wiser, stronger, and better as a student, as a person. So embrace those.
Great, thank you. I want to take this moment to just kind of let you kind of let it sink all in, because it was great, right? And now I want to open it up for questions, right? And I know you have some questions. Any questions? If you have one, just raise your hand, stand, and give your name so that, again, we'll start to know who you are.
Hi, Timothy Clanton. I just had one question about keeping yourself accountable. Even though there will be people to help, sometimes there's like nobody that really will, have their things, set enough in order to help you. So how is it that you guys keep yourselves accountable?
Yeah, that's a great question. So obviously accountability partners. So people who are closest to you, know you better than anyone. Be honest and transparent with them so that they can put the mirror in front of you. Right. My friend, may he rest in peace, Kenneth James, used to always say, everybody needs two things. They need a good friend and a mirror. Right. Of course, he was talking about some of the things, some of the wardrobe choices that people make. So you need a mirror and a friend. But also, there are things that you need to put in writing. Right. Get a journal and put in writing what your goals, hopes, dreams, aspirations are, and check them from time to time to see how you're doing. Put some time frames on some things, right? If you keep it open-ended, you know what you'll get round to it. You get round to it. So obviously with your schoolwork, you got deadlines, right? Read the syllabus. Let me say this. I'm putting on my professor hat right now. Read your syllabus, y'all. The information is there. Stop asking the professor the same questions over and over again. Reading is fundamental. Have you ever heard that before? Reading is fundamental. So read the syllabus, and it will tell you what you need to do. And then there are deadlines. And adhere to the deadlines. Don't come back at the end of the semester. I'm not trying to take Dean Randolph's job, but don't come back at the end of the semester begging for grace. Asking for them to do what you should have been doing all semester long, right? But to your point about accountability, I think it is helpful if you write the vision, and share it with the people who you trust, who will help you keep it accountable. Your roommate, your classmate, your homeboy, whatever, and they can help encourage you along the way and check on you. And you should do the same for your friends, right? Do that. I think that's for me. That's what's helped me along the way. Anything else?
No, just in terms of what him saying, writing. I do have a journal, but I also have a whiteboard in my my office, and so on my whiteboard I have three. It's divided up, and I have my meditations, and I have my personal goals, and then I have things that I want to do. So I have personal goals like work out, pray, meditate, those kind of things. And then I have goals that I have, as I said, I'm going to school. So I have information that I'm responsible for turning into Lamar University. So not only are they in my journal, but they're in a whiteboard so that they're in my face so that I can see it, so that it's here. And then all of you, most of you heard of SMART goals? Hello? Yes? We know what SMART goals, so you don't know. So SMART goals, the acronym SMART. SMART, that means your goals need to be specific. They need to be immeasurable. That's when Dr. McCorn saying put a timeline on it. So by, November, I'm going to lose 22 pounds or whatever. So make it measurable. And then you need to make it achievable. Is it something that you can do? Okay, sometimes we set goals that are so far-fetched that we give up halfway into the goal because it's not happening. Then is it relatable? Is it relevant? Is it something that you can do now? Is it something that really pertains to your life? Or is it something that you heard somebody else say they want to do and you're trying it out? Okay, so you want to do that, and then again, put that time on it. Okay, what is the timeline that you're giving yourself to achieve those goals? So we call them SMART goals. Okay, SMART, and so you can look those up as well. And then post those SMART goals, and you can have several goals. Denzel Washington said you need a 10-year, a 5-year, and a right now goal. Like, what am I just today? What is my goal for today? And then you can have one for the end of the week, and then by the end of the month, in the semester. So put it in small bites so that you can achieve them. Okay.
I would just, Dr. Brown, I just want to add to that use this tool that you all have with you incessantly. Write notes to yourself here, but also if you don't have a calendar, start a calendar and put an alarm on the things that you need to do. It's an alarm, a notification. Yeah, I know you all have notifications on your phone. Put a notification in there as a reminder of what you need to do today, what you need to do next week, what you need to do 3 months from now. Make sure that it's there so you have several ways of being reminded of what you should be doing with your life.
All right, awesome.
Hi. I don't really have a question, but I just want to let you guys know that you got to set it in motion, though. You have to start it. Even if you start really small, even if you start one day and you don't pick it up until a few days later, it doesn't matter. You have to start, set it in motion. Once you start it in motion, you got to keep going because you don't want to go back. You don't want to be stuck. You know what I mean? Just take a little beat and set it in motion. Once you set it in motion, you keep going. Life's a marathon. It's going to keep going. That's all I had to say.
Oh, I got to stand up? Okay. My question is for First Lady McCorn. You heard about, you said something about the I Am app. How do you deal with like midday moods? Like you feel really good that morning, then once the afternoon comes, you feel like really, really down. How do you push through?
I do something called a reset. And in the app, it's the same thing. As I said, I do meditation. I have the insight timer with my meditations. So when I start to feel that I'm, losing it or, that things aren't, progressing the way, I do a reset. I take time. One of the things that I'm learning is with meditation, everybody thinks that you got to be in a quiet place and you got to be and doing all of this stuff. That's not meditation. Meditation is literally resetting your thought process. And you can manifest what you want. So I say to my 5th grade students, they're coming, I'm just having a bad day. And I will ask them, is it a bad moment? Is it a bad hour? You can decide whether it's going to be a bad day or not. And you decide that by resetting your thinking, your thought process. So you let go of whatever happened and you're like, okay, the past is the past. This is the present. Now, what do I want for my future? I want to get this paper written. I want to be able to hang out. And in order for me to hang out, I have to get my paper written. So it goes back to what we were saying when you set those goals. And then you literally just reset your mind, reset your thought process, and then you move from there. And you may have to do that several times during the day. And that's okay. It really is. You can change your goals during the day. Like, okay, I was reading something that says put 6 to 10 goals on a piece of paper, what you want to achieve, and then cross out the things that aren't the most important, and then try to achieve 3 achievable goals. So you have 10 things, but if 3 is all you get to do, then check and celebrate the fact that you did 3 things. And going back to what Dr. McCorn was saying, we're so hard on each other, or hard on ourselves, thinking, I didn't get everything done. But if you got one thing done, you're a master. You're the G, So celebrate that and celebrate yourself and celebrate what you're able to do and you're able to achieve, and stop thinking that we got to get everything done, because Rome wasn't built in a day and neither was the world created in a day. Okay?
Great. Yeah, great.
I'm Kyra Woods. My question was how do you keep others or like gain others into your goal if you have like goals for everyone? Because like I know as a team, everybody has individual goals, but how do you get everybody to engage in like a certain goal?
Yeah, that's good. That's a great question, right? So teamwork, right? So everyone has to understand that we can do more together. It's we over me. And really, you should not be a part of a team if you don't agree to sometimes sacrifice self in the interest of the team, right? People who are selfish are not going to get very far in life. And certainly on sports team or on, we have a cabinet, we have a team, we work together toward common goals that are bigger than any one of us. And I tell the team all the time, I'm not looking for a team of superstars, including the president. I'm not a superstar. I may get credit because I'm the face. The burden comes with the office, but I realize that I'm nothing without my team, right? So I just give you an example. Last week, we went to present this report to the entire AME Zion denomination at what's called our Connectional Council meeting, and the report went really well. Number one, I wanted to make sure that the cabinet was there, and they were there. They stood with me, and the people saw that the president has a team, right? That we're doing this thing together. So when the congratulations and the kudos went out, they got to share in that, right? Obviously, people were directing it, toward me, but they could see very clearly that it was us, right? So I think to your question about the team, people have to understand that because the W in the column, in the W or the L does not go to one individual, right? The W or the L is on the team. And so the team has to collectively work together. I think the final thing I'll say on this is that there are coaches, and we have wonderful coaches that have been able to do this, is to help people understand the benefit of supporting your teammate. There are benefits to that. It really is. There's a sense of satisfaction and gratification that I get when my teammate is doing well, right? And there's, I always use this Ubuntu philosophy that says, I am because we are, and since we are, therefore I am. So on your team, get your teammates to adopt that philosophy. That I am because we are, and since we are, therefore I am.
One of the other things I did want to just add, you were saying, how do you do that? My husband and I talk about trust. Everybody's not going to trust you right away just because you're on the team. They don't trust you. Everybody's not going to like you just because you're on the team. But when you put in the work and you're kind and you're there to support people, trust is something that's built over time. We've been together for 33 years. Okay, immediately when I met him, I didn't just trust him just because he was, tall, dark, and handsome. Although I was, checking him out, but I didn't just trust him immediately. It was something that was built over a period of time. And it was because he said something and he would live up to, he had integrity. So when he said, I'm going to be at a certain place at a certain time, I would wait. And when he showed up, oh, I can trust him. Okay. If he said, I'm going to do this or whatever it is, I would wait. And the same thing for me. So we developed this relationship where we trust each other and we're a team. We always say Team McCorn because I can trust him and he can trust me. I know he has my back and he knows that I have his. But it was something that has developed over time. 33 years. It was not instantaneous. So I say that to you as even as your team and your team is developing, when you're learning more about each other, when you're spending time with each other, when you're talking about the things that has nothing to do with the team and you're just getting to know each other and showing up and being accountable and supporting each other, that's when the trust comes. And when you have trust, then that team is going to be amazing.
Okay, do I stand up? Okay. Hi, my name is Gabriella. I had a question because it happens to me a lot, and I want to see how y'all deal with it. So, personally, I like to stay positive all the time, but sometimes it's really hard for me, and a lot of it has to do with other people kind of changing my emotions, and I let people how they treat me like affect my whole day. So I was wondering with y'all, like, what do you do when you feel like you're around someone and they have like negative energy and they're transferring it to you?
Great question. That's life, right? So there are a couple of different ways to handle it, and you're not going to handle it the same way every time. When I was a pastor, I used to always say, I treat everybody the same, but I handle people differently. And I think that's kind of carried over in my presidency, right? I try really hard to be equal, treat everyone with respect and with dignity, try to celebrate everybody, but you handle people differently. And I think in the situations that you're in, you've got to kind of gauge where it is. There's some people whose mind and attitude you just cannot change, right? They're toxic. If you ever heard the word toxic, and the best thing to do in a toxic situation is to remove yourself from it. So if you know that there are people that are toxic, you can't save everybody. You certainly can't change everybody. But in situations where you can be the light in the room, be that. Be positive. Don't let anyone change your positivity. So always remain positive. If what you have said is true, and I have every reason to believe that what you said is true, that you have a light of positivity, don't let anyone put that out. Don't let them to discourage you from being the positive person that you are. And you will be amazed, if you haven't already experienced it, of how you can change the temperature in the room by remaining positive. There have been so many situations where I have been positive or remained calm and collected when people were losing it. I mean, one of my superpowers is being able to bring calm in chaos. I mean, people who know me will say that I've, even on the inside, I may be jumping up and down and screaming and hollering. But there was a commercial long before y'all were born. It was a Sure deodorant commercial that said, never let them see you sweat. Right? So you want to be in that place where you are always calm. Even when people get on your last nerve, you got to be the calm person, and you will find that you will be able to command respect from people. When they see everyone else is losing it and you're remaining calm and positive, you'll be the go-to person. And that's what's happened to me in my life. I mean, I didn't even ask for leadership and stuff that's coming to me. It's because of the way I've carried myself. So that's my word to all of you. Don't ever lose yourself because people are losing it around you. You'll be surprised at what will come to you in your life if you remain focused.
Oh my goodness. Could we not like listen all day just to the wisdom that we're getting, right? But we have come to the end. But I did want to say one thing. It was a thread kind of for those last few questions about who you're aligning yourself with. Who you align yourself with, guys, it is so important. Just something so simple that I used to tell my niece and nephew, still tell them, pick your friends wisely. Pick your friends wisely, right? So somebody said, that like friends are like elevators. You attach yourself to the wrong one, they're going to either bring you up or down, but you're going somewhere, right? So pick your friends wisely. Pick friends that have the same, views or the same motivation. They don't have to have the exact same thing as you, but there should be some alignment, right? Because First Lady talked about that village, how important it is, like-mindedness, right? Those things are important. I want to say thank you to the President, to the First Lady. I want you all to give them a wonderful thank you for their time. I can tell you not many presidents, not many schools just take that time to allow you to get to know your president, right? They just don't. You might not see them until graduation, and that is the real truth, till graduation. You might see it the first day when you come, and then you won't see him another 4 years. But I hope that this shows you we have a wonderful team, right? They are a team. both of them are here to help you get to where you want to go. So I want to say thank you to them. I'm going to ask Dr. Morgan if he would come up and give us our next steps. But while he's coming, if someone can tell me, and Prez, I'm going to have you kind of look out there, but if someone can tell me what at least one thing that they've gotten out of this today. I do believe I have something in here. So I usually carry a little gift card somewhere with me. I do. Yeah. All right. I do. There we go. All right. Can somebody tell? We got one? Okay. Now you all have to, right? You all will confirm whether, okay. At least one thing that you got out of it.
I was going to say that I learned that you have to stay true to yourself and to not let other people influence you and your journey in life, because it's your journey for a reason.
Thank you. Let me get that. Great. Here we go. Thank you. All right. Thanks, guys. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Morgan. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Chris.
All right, guys. So let's clap it up one more time for President McCorn and First Lady McCorn. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're a little ahead of schedule, guys. So I know some of you have some things that you need to work out with financial aid and Ms. Smith. So we're gonna give you this time to work those things out. So right now, you guys can head to brunch, and so be back here in the gym at 12:50, so we can jump into. I'm sorry, at 1:20. I'm sorry, 1:20. Be back in the gym at 1:20 so we can jump into our next session, all right? If you have any questions, you can see any of the student leaders in the maroon shirts, or you can stop me as well, all right?